Peace and light, peace and love, family. Thank you for getting pretty mystical with me. I am Shakesha, the pretty priestess, and I'm rocking with you this week just to encourage you all to enjoy this Lionsgate energy. Number one, first and foremost, I hope, if you've been going through just half the changes that I've been going through, that you have been out here setting your intentions in these streets, family, because this is the time to rise and shine. I've been making a wish list, any shit that I want. I want money, I want opulence, I want confidence, I want all that shit. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all. And I have been writing it out. I have been petitioning it. I have been speaking it into my candles. I've been putting it down. I've been taking my baths. I really need to shift my situation. Not that I'm going, not that it's bad, but there ain't no way in the world that I'm not going to achieve my goal if I stay focused and I stay on the course that I've been planning for myself. So I, right now, am so grateful, for real. But what I'm not grateful for is how deep it's been getting. It's getting crazy out here. So all of these cats that went out and they got their double jab to make sure that they don't catch the virus out here in these streets, but they tripping on the folks that didn't get the jab. And I ran into this one chick, did some work where she was real estate and everything, helped us get our house, as a matter of fact. Ran into her, she, oh, hey, yeah, you doing, gave me a hug and everything, and we get to talking, and she like, oh, you didn't get it. I'm like, no, I didn't get it. She backed away like I had something. What the hell is you tripping for? Like, ain't you safe if you ain't got that shit? Ain't you good to go? Ain't I'm the one in danger? Shouldn't I be the one backing the hell away from everybody? I don't know. But like I said, if we don't think for ourselves, somebody's going to do the thinking for us. And this is exactly what's happening when you lay back and passively allow someone to just feed you information without putting any thought into it. How in the hell are you protected, and now you want to come after the people that aren't protected, not because you're in danger, but because you've been led to believe that now you're in danger if there's somebody else out there? There's no evidence for that. What the hell's going on out here? So it's getting real deep. So peep the signs and the symbols of the time and how it's getting deep. But one of the real signs and symbols that really caused me to make some adjustments, and I had to share it with everyone, is I had the dream of the koala bear. And I was in a tree, and he eat all this eucalyptus around it and everything. And so I'm like, hold up, I think this koala bear is trying to tell me to upgrade my green game. And guess what? Went into my book. Where is this at? Where's my animal spirit guide books by Stephen Farmer? This is a really good book for me because it resonates with me as far as how these animal totems are and the energy that I pick up with them. Even the animals that I don't really know about, my grandchildren came through and confirmed some stuff. So apparently they know, like, with animals like a ocelot. I didn't even know what in the hell, I thought it was a leopard. He said, no, Grandma. And they, and he broke it down with me and everything. And some other one I thought was a hawk. It was something else that started with a O. I forgot. My granddaughter was telling me about how it feeds fish to the babies and da-da-da-da-da and all of this other stuff. So when we was doing this little animal spirit guide thing and just checking out the totems and everything, this book has time and time again just proven to be on point, especially for where I'm at. But that's just one of the side effects that I have on me really starting to do this work, is that when I get out and about, I tend to run into things that end up being very useful, very helpful for me. And so for that, I am so grateful. So I give all thanks and praises to the Most High for that. And so with that, I'm grateful. But I also went and visited my sister. I haven't done that in quite some time. And a little red bird showed up when we were on the parkway, just like on the bank and everything. And it was just flapping. So for me, when I see the red birds, it's the ancestors is coming back. And I knew exactly that that energy was my mom connecting to that, because she really wanted me and my sister to spend time together. She and I, we used to be tight when we were young, and then as I got older, we became almost like night and day. It was almost like it was a strain to hang out with my sister. It just wasn't the same anymore. It's really weird how shit shifts and changes like that. Now, there's no love lost. Like, my sister need me for anything. She can definitely count on me 120%. However, hanging out and just us like getting together, kicking it on an everyday basis like we used to. We used to sit back, smoke some bud, have a couple of drinks, listen to some music, fire up the grill, all of that type of stuff. Like, we ain't doing that no more. So that time is kind of out. And it's almost as if like our conversations is in different places and everything. And so it is what it is. But when we do get together, you know, we connect on that reminisce tip. So it's all good anyway. Then also another totem, because I almost forgot about this one, was this butterfly that kept showing up. Now, of course, I got my marigolds all around the front. And if you don't know about marigolds, check that shit out. So I deal with marigolds because it ushers in that whole wealth and abundance frequency. Look at that rich gold color and that orangish gold color. For whatever reason, I'm vibing to that orangish gold type of color. I've been really working with that energy. And for me right now, in the place that I'm in, that's kind of helping me to move more into that abundant energy. And so for me, I guess that gold is my abundance color. But then that orange is connected to my creativity. And so when I combine that together, it like shifts me into a different frequency, a connecting to the wealth aspect of my creativity, or channeling the wealth through creativity. So that's just how it works for me. I know I'm seeing things a little differently and everything, but that's what really resonates for me, and that's what really works. So I've been doing the most with this orange color and everything. And I'm going to tell you something. I've been seeing a lot of manifestations and everything, and I know soon I won't even be working, and I'm going to let y'all know I'm not even worried about it. Like, I've been really feeling encouraged to move forward, to do this work, to do what it is that I do. So I am so excited right about now about the things that are yet to come. I have some projects that I've been working on, and I think that now is really a time for me to kind of finish up on a lot of the stuff that I've been doing, and then get an opportunity to learn some new stuff that I don't know nothing about. So I'm all excited about that. But the real thing that I really wanted to get and connect with everybody about was the God moment. And I wanted to just talk a little bit about God moments, because I'm one of those people that gets to experience God moments once in a while. My work is staying in the God frequency and being able to stay attached to that. If there's somebody out there that knows how to stay there, holla at your girl, for real. But that God moment, I peeped it out. And when I was on social media and I watched Jadakiss, now I've always been a fan of Jadakiss back in the locks, back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big East Coast rap type of person. Don't beat me up, West Coasters. I mean, it's all good and everything, but that's just the sound that really resonates for me. And so I've always been a fan of Jadakiss and Styles P and all of that whole little cipher and everything. So I was really already aware of the gifts and the talents that this man commanded. But apparently there were many, and I know because of, I keep forgetting about how fast time flies, and that I'm not as connected with the things that are new as I used to be. And so to learn that there were many people that really weren't tuned into who Jada Kiss was and the skill that he commanded, it was shocking to me. But he went up against some old group called Dipset. Now, my daughter was telling me, like, well, this was from a time, back in the time when you was grooving with all of that. How do you don't know about Dipset? I don't know. What the fuck is a Dipset, number one? I had to ask folks on social media. They thought it was a joke. I'm serious. What the fuck does Dipset mean? And I remember this dude who was selling shirts that was called Dripset. And I'm like, what the fuck? What is... And now I get what the drip is, and you know what I'm saying? And so now, you know what I'm saying? So, I was educated on that and everything. But a Dipset? The fuck? It sounds like a dip shit. But anyway, I'm going to leave that right the hell there. But the Dipset and Jada Kiss, they went up against each other. And they went in, and Jada Kiss got up there, and he had a God moment where his flow was just righteous and on point, and he was just delivering at that particular time, and it blew everybody's mind. Now, the God moment to happen that people didn't really see is a lot of the stuff that was happening in the background. Now, if you're paying attention, or if you follow Jada Kiss, you would have checked that out, right? You would have noticed what that was immediately. But I've been following him on social media, so events leading up far to the event where he got his opportunity to have his God moment was on social media. You've seen him out there always doing the work to be successful. So we already know he established his career. He was the shit with the locks, whatever. But most artists, right, that have done that work from back in the day are locked into a time period, and people don't really notice, like, what the power that they command. And he observed a law of service. I was losing my train of thought for a second there. And I ain't even had a drink, none of that shit just yet. Whatever. But he observed a law of service. Now let's check this out. We can say that it was a law of service, but it was many laws that was observed, right? Significance and inspiration is another law. That's one of the karmic laws, right? And it's basically about whatever you put into it with love and contribution, it brings life and inspires to other. You get it back. So you get back whatever you put into someone or something with love and contribution and service. If you bring life and inspire the whole, you give a really good service, you really trying to support people, you out here in these streets looking out for folks in the best way, you will get that opportunity. This is a karmic law. Now, where Jada Kiss was, as I see him all on social media, showcasing new artists, displaying new talents, doing his thing, just really putting the work in, really giving people who ordinarily we wouldn't have heard about an opportunity to get that thing off on his particular platform. On his particular platform. That's what he did. So with that timing met preparation and opened the door for him to just shine bright like a diamond. And boy, was I impressed with him. Like, I mean, I wasn't really surprised, but I was absolutely impressed, and it was just a really good feeling. It makes it just makes you feel like the time where you really was appreciating the sound of hip hop. You got an opportunity to kind of relive that. And I really dug that whole vibe. So that was the law that was observed there. Now let's go back and review what that is, okay? So he had already put in the work, all of the preparation, had the talent and everything. But he used this platform to be a blessing to other up and coming individuals that was doing their thing but wouldn't have reached the amount of success had he not gotten involved and put them on. He's showcasing folks, putting them on his platform and everything. And all with that time, not only was he being a blessing to others, but I'm absolutely certain that with all of that work that he was doing, being exposed to the sound, getting people sharp in their game and everything, that made him better, that kept him sharp, that kept him in a space where he could just really step into his power. And that he did when he had that God moment and blew everybody's mind on that particular day. Even Dipset, whatever. He absolutely did his thing. So salute to you, Jadakiss, and the law that you observed of significance and inspiration and service, because you get back whatever you put into it with love and contribution when you bring life and inspire others. And that is exactly what you did. So salute to you. Let's pick a card for the day. Oh, and let me tell you while I'm shuffling these cards about this little lip shits game that I put together. Speaking about that orange and everything. See, color is magical to me. And so a little bit more with that golden orange that I've been working with. Just like with those marigolds, the butterfly showed up to let me know about some transformation coming my way and everything. But that gold and that orange, I got me some of this Bobbi Brown lipstick. And it was orange, and I thought it was going to be hot, and I got it, and it was like not so much. But I paid a little bit for it, so I said, well, let me see what I can do to work with it, combine it with some stuff. But I went down, I was at the hair store and grabbed up this gold lip gloss. The combination of that orange and that gold lip gloss together is such a magical combination. And so when I put that on my lips, it just helps me to be activated and focused on achieving my goals. And so when I look in the mirror, it gives me a reminder to stay on course, to not make it Miller time when you get home, but to really start working on those goals. And so with that, I was encouraged that I just came up with a little something that was putting me right. So let me pull a card. Oh, this one fell out. Let's see what this one is. This one is all about groups. The card number was 11, which is that gateway energy. All about that. It's on and cracking. I don't know these cards that well. I'm still learning them. So let me pull out my guide. We'll see what it got to say. And let's all be blessed with it, huh? Okay. And this right here is card number 11. And this is Castor and Pollux, which is unity with all beings, aid in creating groups and supporting them, and developing our social life. And this just goes back to talking about Jadakiss and what a blessing he was out here in these streets, putting these new hip-hop artists on, pouring into them, feeding into them, encouraging them. And then when he got his opportunity to shine, oh, did the light shine on that man. And we were so blessed by it as well. So thank you very much for joining me. Oh, one of the downloads I got, I learned how to really play this singing bowl instead of just beating on it. It's crazy how I figured that out. Just like what? Downloads. Lionsgate Energy, fam. Lionsgate Energy. Ho. Peace and light. Peace and love.